Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am going to make a second story time, or Ruben's story time episode 2. So basically, in this episode, I'm going to talk about a famous prank I pulled off in December of 2015. So like during Christmas. So it was a famous Russian nuclear attack prank I pulled off. It was in December of 2015. So I decided to come up with the prank because basically there was like the terrorist attack in Paris. That was in November of 2015, and they were talking about like, oh, something big is going to happen on New Year's 2016. So, and then I remember they were saying like Russia's threatening to nuke America, and it was all over the news. Russia's threatening to nuke the United States of America. Russian President Vladimir Putin is planning to nuke the United States of America, and it was scary. They were talking about it over the news. It was like all over the news stations, like CNN, Fox News, and a bunch of other news stations. I remember, so it was kind of scary during that time. And I remember like kids in my school, we were talking about something could happen. What is it? Could be a terrorist attack or something like that, or is it a nuclear threat from Russia, Korea, or China or something? And so we were talking about it, and it was crazy. Like the whole school was talking about it nonstop. My family was talking about it nonstop. Like something big, huge was going to happen in the U.S. So it was very scary at the time because I thought something big was going to happen in the U.S. So and then so what I did after this was after the terrorist attack in Paris and the warnings were receiving about a possible terrorist attack on Christmas morning 2015 or terrorist attack on New Year's of 2016 or a nuclear bombing, a nuclear attack by Russia. And so what I did was I decided to come up with a Russian nuclear attack on the United States. And so I found some videos on YouTube actually, and I found some videos. It was a Russian nuclear attack on the United States, like Russian fighter planes or jets are over the United States and they're coming to bomb the United States of America. And so I found it was an emergency alert system on YouTube I found on the TV because I was living in PA during that time. So I was living in Pennsylvania with my mom and ex-stepdad. So it was pretty funny. And so anyway, I was playing my game. I think it was Christmas of 2015. So I was opening presents, I think. And then I remember, I think it was Christmas of 2015. It was sometime in December of 2015. So I was 13 years old. So I turned 13 years old in October of 2015. So I was 13. My teenagehood was beginning during that time. And so, yeah, and then I remember I was playing a game. It was snowing at the time because I remember it was snowing. We were living in Collegeville at the time. Collegeville's in Pennsylvania. I used to live there at the time, and I was hanging out with my friends at the neighborhood. And so, and then I remember I was playing games on the Xbox 360, and I got a PlayStation 4 for Christmas. I got Grand Theft Auto 5, which I haven't played in a very long time, and I got that for the PS4 version for GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto 5, and then I also got Assassin's Creed, I believe, and then I think I got a bunch of other games, and I think I got Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for PS4. So it was good, and so I was on the TV playing Call of Duty Black Ops on the Black Ops multiplayer, the first Call of Duty Black Ops on Xbox 360. I was playing on multiplayer. I was on Xbox Live playing with other players online, the multiplayer. And then I was talking to some of the guys on the Xbox 360, and then they're like, I told them, hey, do you know the terrorist attacks that happened in Paris? And there's multiple warnings from Russia under Vladimir Putin that he's planning to nuke the United States of America. And so they're like, yeah, we know about that. And I said, I think something big is going to happen I think something horrible, something huge is going to happen. Something terrible is going to happen. And so we were just playing the game. And then it was I was playing the game. My mom was somewhere. I don't remember where she was at the time. And so my stepdad was in the house. And then I remember, yeah. And then anyway, I was playing the Xbox 360, and then all of a sudden, I get a warning on the TV. And so on the TV, it just like the whole thing just stopped. Like the I think the sound was off or something, or the TV just turned black. It turned black, like it was off, and then it had the emergency alert system on, and it said Russia had just fired nuclear missiles heading towards the United States of America. One's gonna hit in New Jersey, one's gonna hit in Boston, one's gonna hit in Virginia, one was gonna hit in New York City, one was gonna hit in California, one was gonna hit in Colorado, and blah blah blah. And so they're saying they fired a lot of multiple nuclear missile strikes against the U.S. And so it was scary. And so the guys in the game thought it was real because I got them good. And at the time they were like, oh shit, they're sending nukes over. And so they were just like in panic. They were like in complete fear, like they never been before. And so like they started screaming and stuff like that. And so they thought it was real. And then they stopped playing, and then everybody leaves the game, I think. And then I went outside to tell some of my friends about the prank that's going on. And I said, "Yo, did you hear that Russia's just fired some nukes heading towards PA?" And they're like, "Oh crap, for real? They they're like, for real? Those animals are up to something?" and then um, and then I'm like, "Yeah, they just fired some nuclear missiles heading towards the United States of America, the Russian Russian Air Force, and the Russian jets coming, and the pep the troops are coming, the prepper troopers, if that's how you pronounce it. The troops are coming on the streets, and there's going to be Russian military men on the street with guns and bazookas everywhere, and the Russian tanks and stuff. And so it was scary. And then I told some of my friends, I think I ran into a girl or something, and I told her, "You need to go home right now." And then she's like, "No, what's going on? I need to know." And it's like, "No, go home right now. Russian nuclear missiles are coming towards the United States." And so like she was in complete fear, like she was screaming. And then like I told everybody, my friends in the neighborhood, and they went inside the house. They were in complete fear, like didn't know what was going on. And so it was snowing during that time. It was still snowing, from what I remember. And then it was crazy at the time. It was like, and then I remember, and then I happened to notice when I went home, I think my mom was watching what was going on the TV because they said more Russian jets are coming and more Russian nuclear missiles are heading towards the United States. And so she was scared. I don't remember where my ex-stepdad was. Probably he was somewhere else hanging out with his friends in Jersey. So, and then it was, and then I remember, I think it was maybe 2 hours or 1 hour later, I said, "Hey everybody, I'm sorry, but it's none of this is real. I just played emergency alert system on the TV, so it's not real." And then people that were like angry and they were laughing because they thought it was funny. They lost it because they started laughing, and they just told their parents like it was nothing real. Russia didn't send any nukes or whatever to the United States of America, and there were no Russian tanks or jets or Russian militants on the streets. So it was really hilarious. So, and then I told everybody on the Xbox Live on Black Ops multiplayer on the Xbox 360, and I said, "Hey everybody, the prank was fake, so it's not real." And so they're like, "Whew, don't you ever do that shit again, bruh." That's what the guy on the Xbox 360 said, and he's like, "You took that shit way too far, bro. You don't do shit like that, man." And it's like I was dying because it was funny. And so yeah, he was kind of in shock and like numb shock. Like he was like very nervous. So it was crazy. So I think my friends got scared when I told the news about the Russian nuclear missiles were heading towards the United States of America. And so that was crazy because that was during the presidential elections between Donald Trump and a bunch of other candidates during that time. And I remember like it was after the New Year's of 2016. It was in January 2016. I remember it was in the school, or it was between February or January 2016. I remember I became very famous. That prank became very famous at school. And so like kids were like talking to me about the prank and stuff. They're like, how did he pull something off like that? And they were just like talking about it constantly, like on and on and on and on and on. And so they were basically talking about the prank for like many months. And so like, I remember when I was heading towards middle school, there was one kid on my bus. He was talking about, hey, did you hear the Russian nuclear prank that was going on that happened uh, 2 months ago? And she's like, yeah, I did hear about that. And I said, I did it. And it was kind of funny. So I became a legend after I pulled off that prank. And so my friends were like talking about it to me in the lunchroom and stuff. So it was funny in the cafeteria. And then I didn't pull any other pranks off for at least a while though. So that was funny prank that I pulled off. And then I remember my mom got really really pissed off, and she was laughing at the time. And I didn't get in trouble for it. I didn't get punished for pulling off the prank. So that was a great prank. All right. So and then like I didn't pull off a prank maybe until 4 years later, or 5 years after I pulled off that prank. And then last month, I remember pulling off a Chinese nuclear prank on my mom, and she got so scared, and then she was laughing, and she got kind of pissed at the same time. First, she got pissed off, and then she was laughing because it was funny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. So please drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next story time episode of Ruben's History Show. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.